Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, The Ivy's Grove, and I'm Kel, and today I am doing a hashtag More Than a Witch. This was originally done by Abby the Witch. I really like her channel, been enjoying her content. So, get down to it. Number one, what's your name? Any stories or meanings connected to your name. So, as in my real name, Kelly, that one, I was originally going to be named Kerry, Kerry. And my mom found out that one of her future, my biological father's, one of his sisters, um, was pregnant, and I don't know if she miscarried or it was a stillbirth. I don't know the situation, but she was going to name it Kerry. So my mom, being a little superstitious, she's like, you know what, out of respect, I'm not going to name her Kerry. I'll call her Kelly. So the thing is, though, I kind of wish my mom wasn't so little superstitious. Or, I understand the respectful part, but I wish my name was Kerry, because not Kerry, but Kerry, because you don't hear that name too often. And growing up, Kelly was very huge by the time I was born in 76. So by the time the early 80s, there's a lot of Kellys. I went to a school that I swear somebody will call out Kelly and literally like 12 to 14 heads turn during the whole school system, pretty much. So as in the name of my channel, I've always have a personal connection to the plant ivy, and I've always had a thing for groves. So hence my channel name, Ivy's Grove. How old are you? I am 46. I will be turning 47 in July. Do you use astrology, Western or real sky? What are your big three? Okay. I've noticed there's been a big, huge thing on astrology. I do acknowledge it enough. I don't do my magic based on the zodiac signs. I tend to base it more on planets. If I do, when I do, once in a while, when I do full moons, there might be a couple in the sign that I might focus on. When it comes to new moons, I tend to follow easier on the new moons, easier than the full moon in the zodiac. But other than that, I don't really use astrology. I know it's there. I look into it every now and then, but nothing too serious. Western or real sky, I've not heard. I've been hearing real sky. I don't quite understand it. Western, you know, what are your big three? I am a. I know this is weird. There's this weird thing of anti-cusp, but I was born July 22nd, so that's the last day of Cancer. So I have a Cancer Leo, but the weird thing is I have a Cancer Sun, Leo rising, and a Gemini moon. Did you grow up in a religious household? No. Did that influence your current spiritual path? As in religious household? No. But having a non-religious household kind of helps me. It helped me. There wasn't like a rebellion when I got into the craft. So because there was no religious, I was not raised or grew up in a religious household. There was no like rebellion. So there's the answer to that one. Number 5, what are you manifesting for your future? That's a loaded question. Just I'm just like going with the flow and doing my spells and rituals of what I feel like doing, as well as doing, you know, my other stuff that I said in past couple of my videos what I'm planning on doing, but nothing too. There are some things I'm planning on, but I'm not going to share it. I'll share it later, near the end of the year, depending on how it goes. Number 6, do you have a favorite season? What time of year makes you feel the most authentically you? Okay, this is going to sound so freaking cliche. It is autumn. Now, hear me out a little bit. I know there's this big, it seems like every witch is autumn, autumn, autumn. When I started in the early 90s, there was a lot of people that were not into this. Couldn't stand winter. You know, I grew up in Massachusetts, so a lot of people are like, oh my god, I can't stand the cold. Oh my god, I can't wait for spring and everything else. Can't stand the rain. Da 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 da. And there were some people that love the fall, but then on one hand going, well, that means that winter's coming and all this stuff, and you know. So favorite season is fall, but I also like that in between spring and summer. Kind of like that, like right around like May, like more like April and May, because April's kind of has more of that when you're more towards the northern hemisphere. It's more of there's some cold, but then there's still some warmth, and then you get to May, and you get more a little bit more warmth. And I don't care what anybody says, May can be a rainy season sometimes too, depending on the year at times. So yeah, favorite season is fall, but I also like that liminal between spring and summer. Number 7, do you have a favorite color? Do you feel this is your aura color? If not, what do you think your aura color is? Okay, my favorite color, I can't pick one. Number 1, purple, because it has that, it's very mystical, very spiritual. It's a form of rich and wealth, because of royalty. Second is burgundy. It's that purple red color. And my third one is gray. So yeah, that's my 3 favorite colors, not just one. Do you feel this is your aura color? No. If not, what do you think your aura color is? I have no clue unless I can find somebody who does that. Take a picture and it has an aura. Your aura is always going to change. So I'm not going to be like, oh, I think my color of the aura is it. No. Uh, I know there's exercises, I guess, when you can feel other people's auras, but I never really done that. So, number 8, do you have a job that supports you and your family in any way? What do? I do have a job. I work at the food service, and I also have other plans on something else that I will keep mum about. But yeah, I work at the food service, and that's how far I'll go. Number 9, what are some things that make you unique and an individual? Okay, what are some things that make you unique and an individual? As you can tell with some of my talking, I used to stutter. Hence why I still kind of trip on my words. Also, get a little, you know how I said I was Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Leo rising? That was not my original birth date. my original birthday, my due date at the time, I have to look at my medical records, but I think my due date was like, it's the beginning of December. That was my due date. Instead I was born July 22nd. So I was 2 pounds, 9 ounces. 2 weeks prior, before I was born, the incubator came to St. Vincent's Hospital. So I was born in a clinic, and my mom said she could fit me in the palm. Well, she couldn't really touch me. But I was 2 pounds, 9 ounces. She could fit in the palm of the hand. Had an open valve. My mom said that when I would look like I was crying, but my vocals was not fully developed. So they had to send me to St. Vincent's Hospital, and I had something like 40 something% chance of living. And on top of that, they told my mother that when it was showing that I was going to make it, and that they told my mom that I'm going to have a hard time in school. Because when you have a premature baby, even if it's only like roughly about a month, there's certain things that it takes a while for us to learn, but the more earlier you are. So they told my mom, they said, you're gonna need to fight for her. So yeah, if you want part 2 on that one, let me know. So, because there was a part 2 on that one. So that kind of what makes me unique, part 1. If you want a part 2, let me know. I'll do a video on that one. Number 10, what advice would you give to your younger self? Don't worry, everything's going to turn out fine. It sounds corny, but other than that, I really don't have a lot to say about to my younger self. If anything, if I was to see my younger self, I would give her a hug. Number 11, favorite interests, hobbies, or activities outside of witchcraft. Clay, jewelry making. I've been starting a little bit on my journal, Book of Shadows, with some kind of like a junk journal kind of deal, but not too much of a junk journal. I'm trying to think of what others. Hiking. And I think that's it right now. So, anyway. So, yeah, that's my getting to know more than a witch tag. I hope you enjoy it. And comment below if you want part 2 of what, the whole, something that makes me unique, because part 2 of that story. So, until then, I'll see you guys later.